Hello, Veteran 012 here. Welcome back. This is another episode of Dragon Quest VIII. In between episodes, I did a lot of things. I did some training in the Memory Lane area. I also farmed for skill seeds, and I maxed out everybody's skill trees, so everybody's got all the abilities in the game. So I'll be showing all the abilities out for everybody eventually. I'll have an ability showcase. As far as my attributes and levels, that is what's going on with the hero right now. I didn't really give the hero too many stat gain stuff lately. Mainly I've been trying to beef up Jessica in red. I did make a little bit of a change with red though. I decided that the Konichi costume would be better than the Mandarin dress as long as I beefed up Red's HP. And I didn't really bother with her agility. Her agility is high enough the way it is right now because I want Jessica to go first. But yeah, this is the setup I got for Red. Obviously the weapon will change depending on the situation. But yeah, Liquid Metal Sword, Konichi costume, Goddess Shield, Metal King Helm, because it's got the best status resistant out of all the helmets in the game, and the Lord's Bracer. She's still got pretty weak status resistance compared to the other characters, but yeah, as long as she's got a little, the Metal King Helm definitely suits her for that. But yeah, she's got to have the Lord's Bracer, man. She has the most damage potential out of any of the characters with Blade Cascade, so she's got to have it, in my opinion. Now with Jessica, I've been beefing up her agility. As you can see, I've been farming agility seeds, and mainly I wanted to do that so she would always act first, so I could get off maybe a Timbrel before Red goes, and then Red can use Blade Cascade. Yeah, because Red at normal levels of Blade Cascade is pretty weak, but with one level of tension, even with one level of tension, she deals a lot of damage, so I figured that would help out Jessica a lot. Plus, with her setup with Fisticuffs and the Divine Bustier, the extra agility, the extra base agility really helps out with her dodge rate. And yeah, pretty much all the magic seeds I've acquired I gave to her for Magic Burst. I've been trying to max that out. Haven't done it yet, but I plan on it eventually. But yeah, I do plan on showing off the Dragovian Trials and the Memory Lane dungeon again. I'm just going to go through and kick all the bosses' asses when I feel I'm ready to do that. Mori, haven't really given him any stat seeds, but that's my equipment for him, same as always. Obviously the weapon depends on the situation. Yeah, Yangus, same old setup. His best setup in the game in my opinion. Geigen Armor, Big Bad Boss Shield, Metal King Helm, and a Cathcon Ring. And then a weapon of your choice. In my case, it's usually Fisticuffs or an axe. Angelo, yeah, I got him unequipped at the moment because sometimes I like to bring him in for defending champion. But yeah, Butler, in my opinion, his best setup, Butler's best, Goddess Shield, Phantom Mask. Can't really get much better than that. He's got good status protection with Butler's best and a Cathcon Ring. Goddess Shield for elemental resistance, and a Phantom Mask for a little bit of dodge rate boosting. So there you go, man. Anyway, in this video I'm going to be showing some alchemy stuff. Now that I've maxed out all the skill trees, I can make some of the other weapons that I couldn't make before, or I didn't want to because it didn't make sense because I didn't have the skill points to take advantage of it. But yeah, what I want to do is I want to take this Boomerang here that I bought from Fairbury. You can get them at Fairbury. And tell me I got an iron nail. Okay, cool. But yeah, what I want to do is I want to make a reinforced Boomerang. I'm going to pop this in the alchemy pot here. Now I already have a Flame Tang Boomerang, which is the second best Boomerang in the game. You can't do anything with that really. You can't even alchemize it into anything else as far as I know. But you can't alchemize it into another Boomerang, is basically what I'm saying. Really interesting. The recipe that... Very interesting. My guide is giving me wrong information again. Told me that a reinforced boomerang is what I needed. Apparently that's not the case, huh? Jeez. Jeez, game. What the fuck? Oh, but we can... Give me wrong information again. An iron claw. Hold on, man. I gotta check this alchemy list to make sure I'm not going crazy. Because I could have sworn that I needed a fucking reinforced boomerang for a razor wing boomerang. But apparently that's not the case. Okay, apparently the item I need is actually one I could buy outright. I don't need a reinforced boomerang. Yeah, for some reason I got a reinforced boomerang and a razor wing boomerang mixed up together somehow. Not sure how that happened. But I guess you can buy one here at the bazaar in Argonia, so let's check it out, man. Yeah, I get my boomerangs mixed up because I don't use boomerangs. But I need a boomerang if I'm going to show off abilities, so I want to make the best one. I could do that now, or else I would just settle with the Flame Tang boomerang, but yeah, I'll make the best boomerang in the game. I'll show it off. It'll be nice. It'll be cool. I just gotta figure out who the hell sells it. I think it's this guy, isn't it? Yeah, you can buy a razor wing boomerang for fairly cheap. Alright, let's stick this in the alchemy pot with something else. Gotta be something in here we could use. Yep, the Metal King Spear, the spare one that I have. In the PlayStation 2 version of the game, I highly recommend that you don't do this. But I already have a Metal King Spear, so I don't need a second one. So yeah, why the hell not? Make the best boomerang in the game. Now what this does extra damage or double damage to metal enemies like metal slimes. However, the stupid thing about that is that apparently it doesn't stack with abilities like, what does Mori have here? Yeah, that metal mower ability that Mori has. Yeah, it doesn't stack with that, apparently. At least that's what the wiki says. Which is retarded. But that's the way it goes, I guess, right? So, what are you gonna do? Anyway. That's the metal wing boomerang, the best boomerang in the game. It has 90 attack power. So as far as weapons go, it's pretty weak. But it does hit all targets on the screen. So, that's good, I guess. The only problem with boomerangs, it hits all targets, but the leftmost enemy will take the most damage, and then it doesn't do as much damage as you go from left to right. Really? I thought this guy sold, maybe it... Fuck. Or maybe it's a different weapon shop I'm thinking of altogether. That's got the Warhammer. It might actually be Arcadia. I didn't look at the other weapons in here. I gotta double check again. Oh no, it's in here. Should have bought this too. Now, you don't need to make this hammer. In fact, most of the time, I wouldn't even bother. In fact, I would just go with... Oh, I only got one mighty armlet left, huh? Well, one is just enough for what I need. Yeah, you can make an Uber Warhammer, which is, I think, the second best hammer in the game. I think it's the second best hammer. Maybe there's a hammer that's slightly better. But we need to make this one here. With a mighty armlet, and then we need to take this. What the hell is it? Yeah, we need to take the Uber Warhammer, pop this in the alchemy pot with an orichalcum, and a Conqueror's Axe. I got a spare Conqueror's Axe from the Altar's Wrath dungeon. And you can make the Megaton hammer. If you are going to use hammers, I would advise only using them with Mori. Yangus's abilities are pretty crap. I will be showing Yangus's abilities with hammers and clubs, but they're going to suck. I'm going to be laughing. But yeah, the Megaton hammer, the best hammer in the game. And apparently it makes it so you can critical more often with regular physical attacks. But if you have power pummel with Mori, I mean, you're already going to be criticaling more with that ability anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. But yeah, better than a sledgehammer, I guess. Yeah, I'll throw that in there for now. I guess I could make another Uber Warhammer and give it to Yangus, I suppose. I'm just gonna make a mighty armlet first. I suppose I can make some swords for Jessica too. You know, now that I have her. I'll just share weapons. I don't need to make more swords. Fuck that. Let's see here. Yeah, gotta buy another Warhammer. Yeah, it took me a while to get all those supersedes of skill. I had to go through that boss gauntlet, the Dragovian Trials, like 60 times or some shit, or whatever it was. Yeah, it took a while. But yeah, no way I'm giving up the Conqueror's Axe for another fucking Megaton hammer. No fucking way I'm doing that. No way. But yeah, there you go. Uber Warhammer, I'm thinking it's the best, or the second best hammer in the game. So I'll give it to Yangus so we can use it. Now I just gotta get a decent scythe weapon for him. I'm thinking the Bardage of Binding is pretty good. I don't know, I should probably try and show off the best axe too. Or not the best axe, but the best scythe as well. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look up that recipe, I think. Alright, I'm about to show off the second best whip in the game. Yeah, I'm not gonna be gambling for a Gringham whip. It's like 200,000 tokens or whatever the hell it was. It's way too much. It's way too much. Oh, and if you want to turn your metal wing boomerang back into a metal king spear, all you gotta do is mix that with a holy lance. So you can revert it back to a Metal King Spear if you want to. I don't want to, but in case you want to, there you go. That's how you do that. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to take a Demon's Whip. Now, there's only one Demon Whip you can find in the game, in the Godbird's Eyrie and the Dark World area, so this item is actually missable. So if you don't find it and you beat Gemin at that point in the game, then yeah, you can't get this weapon. But yeah, you want to mix a Demon's Whip with Saint's Ashes. And if you don't want, yeah, if for whatever reason you don't want to go for a Gringham Whip like me, my reason is I just don't like whips, but yeah, you can make the second best whip in the game with Saint's Ashes and a Demon's Whip. The Scourge Whip has 99 attack power, and yeah, it's got the second best attack power. Doesn't compare to the Gringham Whip though. The Gringham Whip is like 30 more better attack power, and it, when you normally physically attack with it, it hits all enemies on the screen regardless of a group. A fiercely powerful whip that blasts its targets with explosive force. Yeah, I don't know about all that. It is the second best whip though. Yeah, Jessica and Red can equip it. I guess I'll give it to Jessica for now. Because maybe I'll show her crap off first. I don't know. But yeah, luckily I don't have to alchemize the best hatchet in the game, or the best scythe for Yangus, because you can just buy it. So I'll just go buy it. But yeah, if you want the best attack power when it comes to scythes, look no further than Shrine Gully. It is, I think it's like 20, I want to say it's like 25,000 gold, so it's not exactly cheap if you're low on funds. If you use my little gold trick with the Konichi headbands, you should have plenty of funds. Yep, that's right. Oh no, more than I thought. 29,000. Yep, this is the best scythe weapon in the game. Apparently I'm throwing it in the bag because the game wants to auto fuck my inventory. Okay, so I got a whip. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna need a sword for Jessica. Yeah, I guess I'll equip Red with the the Blizzard Blade for now, I guess. Why not? Fuck it. And she can have Red's Liquid Metal Sword. Just so I can show off these abilities that she's got. Yeah, her knives skill tree is not nearly as good as Red's. I mean, she's got a better version of Assassin Stab and Sudden Death, but is that good as is that as good as Blade Cascade? Fuck no. I would say fuck no. Blade Cascade is just, it's godly. I said that fucking Mori's Hand of God was one of the most broken skills in the game. With the Lord Bracer and Blade Cascade, nope, that's even more broken than Hand of God. The Hand of God is still really good, but Blade Cascade is just amazing. I mean, they really made Red amazing in this game. She beats the shit out of Angelo's multi-shot or the hero's multi-thrust. Fucking, there's no comparison, man. She does 80% of her base damage 6 times per attack with the Lord Bracer equipped. Up to a potential of 8 times, you know, if you're lucky. Yeah, it's godly, man. It's freaking ridiculous. Alright, I've been putting off making one of these for a while now, but I figure it's time. I'm going to be making one of the best armors in the game, but it's only just one of the best armors in the game. It's not really the best, or I don't know. I don't really like it. Don't really like it. Apparently, I don't have a recipe for it either. Alright, fine. I can do it manual. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to choose my Orichalcum here. Once I find it. Once I find where the hell it is. There it is. Yeah, liquid metal armor. And there should be one more item that I need. I think a slime crown. Yep. Oh yeah, I was oh yeah, that reminds me. I got something I need to show. In Memory Lane. There's actually another room that you can use Whistle and get Metal King slimes every time. I did try farming Orichalcum in there, and after killing like 300, I was able to get one. I was able to get one Orichalcum. Oh, never mind. I guess this is a mystery recipe. But yeah, you want to plop these in the alchemy pot. And you can make the Metal King armor, which is overrated, in my opinion. Way overrated. What this does, it deletes 30 points of fire and ice breath damage. That's it. That's all it does. It's not bad. It has the strongest possible defense. That's its claim to fame. It has the strongest possible defense. As far as its other effects, not very good. But yeah, let's go ahead and equip this. And let's take Yangus's Metal King helm. Give this to the hero. So we'll swap it for now. We'll equip that. And let's see here. Let's go with the Metal King shield. Now you need all three of these to get a new costume for the hero. As you can see, he's got a brand new costume. And to round it out, actually, you know what? Hold on, man. Yeah, I suppose it would look better with the Metal King spear. But yeah, this is what the hero looks like with Metal King equipment all across the board. You need all three of them. You need the helm, the armor, and the shield to get the new costume. Which is kind of cool, I guess. It's not as good as the Dragovian armor, in my opinion. But it's alright. It's better than his, what do you call that? It's better than his Gothic costume. I don't like that one at all. But, there you go. I don't know, but again, the Metal King equipment is not very good. It's alright. It's not bad, but with this setup here, you get 30 points of fire and ice breath damage from that. You get 30 points from the shield, but you don't get any spell protection. It says spells, but it's not. Trust me, you don't get any spell protection with the Metal King shield. Unless Japanese websites are full of shit. I don't know. Everywhere I go on the internet, I find different information about the Metal King equipment. I don't really know who to believe necessarily, but I'm going to go with the PlayStation 2 system fact. All the Metal King armor does is delete 30 points of fire and ice breath damage, and that is, I'm assuming, is all the shield does as well. Fuck the descriptions. The descriptions are wrong. Alright? I'm assuming that, well, a lot of the descriptions are wrong anyways for a lot of stuff in this game. But I don't know, that's just the way it goes, man. For some reason they don't like telling you what this gear really does. For some reason. I guess they want to leave you in the dark. Oh, and this is what the hero looks like with the liquid metal sword equipped. Definitely goes with it. You got the same color scheme and all that. Got a cool scabbard for it. Yep, that's all the Metal King equipment. I don't know, man. Again, I still prefer the Dragovian stuff. It just looks better. It looks more badass to me. This is alright, though. This is the second best in the game. Although, actually, you know what? I think I prefer his normal default costume, I think, over the Metal King costume. But it's alright. It's not bad. It's okay. I don't know. I think they could have made this look better, though. It's not, I don't know, when I look at it, I just think it should be more gray instead of the white they got going on with it. Like, the rest of the armor should actually look more like, you know how the sword is kind of more of a gray right now? I'm thinking maybe the rest of the armor should look more like that too. You know? But hey, what do I know? Alright, what I'm about to make is something that I wanted to show a while ago, but I didn't have devil tails. So let's put in a couple. Yeah, you can buy devil tails from the Dragovian Sanctuary, by the way, in case you're short on them at this point in the game. In case you forgot, you can buy them there. Yeah, I want to pair this with an Assassin's Dagger. Now, I showed off how to make an Assassin's Dagger earlier. I think you can also buy one. I don't know. If you read one of the recipe books, I think in Arcadia is where you can get the recipe book for the Assassin Dagger. You should be able to find it in your recipe list. But yeah, we made an Imp Knife, which is new to this version of the game. What does it do? I don't fucking know, because I just don't know. Stealing MP from targets. I don't care about that. I really, really don't care about that. But I'm trying to make a certain costume for Jessica here, so let's mix this thing up here. Yeah, we need a mystifying mixture, and there are no items in the bag that can be. Okay, we need a magical skirt. Crap, I didn't want to leave it. So how do I make a magical skirt again? I need a magical mace. That can be easy enough to acquire. That is going to be an Impichu. Oh yeah, you know what? I gotta buy a mithril helm too. So I'll buy like 3. Well, I don't have to, but Alchemy. Yep, magical mace. Apparently the magical mace has the best attack power of any staff in the game, if you care about that sort of shit. Which I do not. But yeah, I think a magical skirt reduces spell damage by 1/3, except for spells of the Zap family. So it's not too bad. It's kind of like a souped up magic vestment, sort of, in a way. But yeah, I want to take this magical skirt, this imp knife, and the mystifying mixture. And we're going to plop these in the alchemy pot to make a hexlet skirt. What is a hexlet skirt? I don't know, man. Looks kind of sexy though. An enchanted skirt that reduces damage from enemy spells by a third. Okay, so it essentially does the same thing as the magical skirt, except probably has more defense, I guess. Probably. Red cannot equip it. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And we also need to get the, was it the helmet, I think? Do I have a recipe for that? I might need to look up the recipe for this one too. Headwear. Oh, yeah, we can make the Raging Bull Helm. This is how to make the Raging Bull Helm. Plop a mithril helm, some cow shit, and some cow milk in the alchemy pot. And you can make that. Do I recommend making this? No. Because by the time you get this, you probably have better options anyways. I think Yangus can equip it. Maybe the hero. But again, by the time you get to Impichu, you don't need it. So I wouldn't even bother. What else? What else? Oh, yeah, okay. This is how you make a Sage's Stone. I'm not going to bother, though. That would be silly. Because, yeah, I don't need another Sage's Stone. I just don't. Hard cheese. Plain cheese and rock salt? Sure. Hard cheese will cast the Kabuff spell. So if you really need Kabuff with the hero, then there you go. There's hard cheese. I'd rather use rock salt to make highly strung cheese, personally, but if you got plenty of rock salt, like if you farmed a whole bunch of it, that's how you make it. What else? Oh yeah, the Goddess Ring. Pandora's boxes in the Dragovian Path area drop a lot of recovery rings. Yeah, while I was fighting those 30 that I needed for that fucking picture quest, I got like 4 of them. Lucky enough, but yeah, the Goddess Ring is pretty good. It's one of the better accessories in the game. What the game does not tell you is that it apparently increases resistance to fuddle, paralysis, and snooze. So it allows you to restore MP when you walk. It gives you plus 20 to wisdom, so that'll help out your spells, I guess. And then it gives you status resistance too. However, I don't think it gives as much across the board of status resistance as a Cathlicon ring. So, in my opinion, the Cathlicon ring is better than a Goddess ring. Unless you really, really care about restoring MP as you walk. But Elfin elixirs are so easy to make. And by the end of the game, you have so much MP anyways that it doesn't even fucking matter. I mean, does it really matter? I mean, you got Elfin elixirs, you got, I don't know, the spells and abilities don't cost that much. I mean, look at the stats. At max level, you don't need all that MP. Alright? You really don't. Jessica needs MP the most because of Magic Burst, but everybody else, I mean, they could probably be fine with half the MP that they have. And they'd still be okay. So, yeah, you don't need a Goddess ring for that. You don't need it. So I would go with Cathlicon rings instead. Alright, the next recipe I'm going to show off is going to be... Find my mystifying mixture. If I have it, I better have it. Here we go, I got one left. Just enough, hopefully, for what I need. Because I'm not sure where the hell you get those. Yeah, you want to drop a magical hat, which you can buy here in Argonia. And to make a thinking cap, you just mix a magical hat and an iron headgear in the alchemy pot. And yeah, let's make this mystery recipe here. Yeah, we get its Hexlet's hat, which kind of looks like I don't know, a magician's hat, sort of, kind of. Let's take a look at it. A magical mop cover that somehow whips up extra wisdom in its wearer's head. Oh, so it increases wisdom. More defense than a gold tiara. Very interesting indeed. I don't equip it yet. Let's check out Jessica's attributes. At the moment, she has a wisdom of 638. And when she equips this, raises wisdom by 15. Okay, it doesn't say that in the guide I'm using. That's alright, I guess. But yeah, this changes Jessica's appearance. Sexy. I like the stockings. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's her with the Scourge Whip. I don't know, I guess this is alright, but to be honest, not the best. I guess you could probably make this by the time you get to Orkooks. You know, if you don't use the Devil Tail like I did for the Demon Spear. Or if you got really lucky and got a Devil Tail from an enemy drop. But yeah, my Devil Tail was kind of used up for that. So I didn't have a spare one, that's why I couldn't make it earlier. But whatever, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going back to the good stuff, which is going to be the Golden Tiara or the Metal King Helm. The Divine Bustier is much better. But yeah, I just wanted to show off that little costume there. It's the only reason I'm bothering making it. Okay, another recipe that I'm going to show, even though I don't really give a shit about it at all. Yeah, what you want to do is, if you got the Sacred Armor from... What the hell is it? There we go. Yeah, if you got the Sacred Armor from Mini, you can mix that in the alchemy pot with something. Yeah, Recovery Ring. And, oh shit. What's the third item I'm missing here? Maybe that's all you need. No, actually, there's a third item. Shit, what the fuck was it? That third item is going to be a Ruby of Protection. And you can buy it right here in Argonia. Which is why I'm hanging around in Argonia. Anyway, Ruby of Protection, Recovery Ring, and Sacred Armor. So yeah, essentially the Uber Sacred Armor, I don't think it was in the original Dragon Quest VIII, but it's armor that restores, I think it's like 45 to 50 HP per turn for the character. I don't know, man. I am not a huge fan of this armor in any of the Dragon Quest games because you don't really need it. A vamped up version of the Sacred Armor that offers even greater defense. Yeah, it offers greater defense and it heals you, I think, for more. But there's better options. I mean, you have Dragovian armors, you have Kenichi costumes, Divine Bustiers, and Dragon Robes, which are all better in every way. You don't need healing. I mean, especially healing as paltry as 45 to 50 HP every turn. You don't need it. You do not need it. So, I would pass on making that if you can. I'm just making it to show it. But there you go. That's how you make it. Alright, what I'm going to make now is something you can get in the back rack casino, where I need one of the ingredients. I don't know, I'm not really a huge fan of this weapon normally, but it could be alright, I guess. I don't know, a lot of people like this weapon. You can use it with Falcon Slash to attack basically 4 times. Actually, in this version of the game, it's probably more feasible to use, considering that meteorite bracers are a little bit more plentiful, and they're, I don't know, not as useful, I guess, as they used to be. So yeah, I only got like a few tokens left, but yeah, I guess I'll pick up a Falcon Blade. A sword capable of slashing twice in rapid succession, faster than a falcon in flight. So yeah, it is a paltry 37 attack power. I mean, it's bad. That's part of the reason why I don't like it. But you can do something with it in the alchemy pot to make it slightly less sucky. You can mix it with a meteorite bracer. Yeah, at this point, I really don't need those. Shit. I probably made too many meteorite bracers. Again, I shouldn't have made all those meteorite bracers that I made. I was doing an experiment to see if 50 agility for all my characters for the Dolmegas fight in the memory lane area would like help me, would help put me over the edge. It didn't. I didn't revert to an older save, and I ended up keeping them. That's alright. I still have plenty of orichalcum to show off when I need to show off. But yes, we made an uber Falcon Blade, which is a little bit better. How much better attack power? Yeah, instead of 37, it is 55, which isn't even 20 better attack power. But you can make the argument, well, you attack 4 times. Well, really, the usefulness of this weapon depends on your character's strength. And I would only use this with Vet or Angelo. So if Vet and Angelo have high strength, go nuts. At high tension, you probably can deal more damage than the Dragovian Kingsword. I don't know, I'm going to have to do some testing to see if that's actually the case. But yeah, I'm just going to get one. I'll probably test it out later, but I don't know. Again, usually I'm not a huge fan of the Falcon swords, or I think there's a Falcon knife in this version of the game. It might not have been in the PlayStation 2 version that Jessica and Red can equip, but again, the attack power is just so fucking weak that why even bother with it? I wouldn't bother with it. I wouldn't even waste my time at all. Alright, I'm gonna make a few more things that I don't care about. Yeah, this is the video of alchemy recipes that I don't give a shit about, but I'm gonna show them nonetheless. Saint's Ashes. Where are my Saint's Ashes at? These are a couple Saint's Ash recipes. Not a Ruinous Shield. I can make more Metal King shields if I wanted to. Yeah, if you mix Saint's Ashes, a double-edged sword, and yeah, I think you gotta have 2 of them actually. Yeah, the double-edged sword by itself is cursed. Well, let's go ahead and pop that cursed item with a couple Saint's Ashes in the alchemy pot. And we make a Uber Double Edge, which is an uncursed version of the weapon. I don't exactly know what it does, but it's a sword that doesn't even have that good attack power. Yeah, 76 attack power. The double-edged sword, purged of its curse, and reborn as a powerful blade. Well, I beg to differ. I really beg to differ. I don't think it's powerful at all. I think it's largely crap. But hey, I got one now to add to my collection, so that's nice. Let's make another item here. Yeah, this one you're also gonna need couple Saints Ashes. And I should have one in here somewhere. Yeah, Skull Ring. I believe you can only get one Skull Ring in the game, so I think you can only make one of these. Yeah, let's go ahead and plop this in the alchemy pot. And we made a Sorcerers Ring. Now what I think this does, I think it increases your wisdom by 10 and your MP by 30. Yeah, wisdom of 10 and MP by 30. Pretty freaking worthless, to be honest. I don't know. There's better. I mean, I guess Jessica, Magic Burst, but you're giving up an accessory slot that could be used up by a Cathcon Ring or a Meteorite Bracer or shit, a Lord Bracer or anything that's better than fucking a Sorcerer's Ring. You don't need it. You just don't need it. So there you go. That's how to make it, but I would pass on it if I were you. I wouldn't even use it. I'm trying to think when you get that Skull Ring. I forgot where you find it, but do you really want to give up 2 Saints Ashes? Unless you can, like, get a bunch of those at the time you find the Skull Ring. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember where you even find it at. But, again, you don't fucking need it, man. Not needed. Alright, let me see if I can actually get a Happy Hat from Dodgy Dave here. Because I did kind of skip through it a couple times. A Robe of Serenity. Yeah, I think I can make one of them. At least I think I can make one of them. Hope I got the ingredients for it. Yeah, I don't need this crap. I don't need a Cloak of Evasion, a box of shorts anymore. I can always get more. If I happen to need them for whatever reason. Alright, so I guess you can still get the Happy Hat for a Sandstorm Spear. I don't know if I have what you need for that. I can get it easy enough. Yeah, I need to get Saint's Ashes and a Partisan. Okay, well, whatever, I'll do that real quick. It won't take long. Yeah, finally get this Happy Hat. Even though I don't really care about it at all, it's one of the most useless fucking headgears in the game, in my opinion. In my honest opinion. And you can use it to make one of the most useless accessories in the game, in my opinion. Just absolute shite. Like, I failed to see the point of it. Yeah, I apologize for my voice right now, man. I don't know if I'm getting sick or something like that, but my throat's all fucked up. We want to go to... Who's got it? Oh yeah, Argonia. Argonia. Of course it's Argonia. You buy everything in Argonia. good thing too, because I'm the crown prince of this kingdom. Except they don't know it yet. But they will. They definitely will. I think I think it's this weapon shop that's got it. Yep. One bag. And let's make a sandstorm spear, which honestly is better in alchemy than it is actually using as a weapon. Not a huge fan of this spear, but it is good, very good in alchemy. Falcon rings. Dodgy Dave. You know. Pretty much essential, man. In my opinion. Yeah, this is probably the last thing I make to show off for alchemy. There might be a few other recipes that I might be missing here and there, but for the most part I got everything in this game. If you want to know all the recipes, there is a FAQ available on the internet at GameFAQs. The 3DS version of the game, while the information there is terrible as far as the descriptions of the items and other information like and the FAQ, it gets the alchemy right for the most part. I haven't really found any errors as far as the recipes. Yeah, this guy wants a crimson robe and he'll give us money, but I don't care. I just came for the happy hat. Alright, so I don't understand why anybody would use this. I mean, don't take offense if you do. Please don't take offense. But I think this is fucking worthless. But yeah, if you put the happy hat in the alchemy pot with fishnet stockings, what do you think we're gonna get? I have no idea. We get elevating shoes. And you might be asking yourself, wow, can you float on water like Dolmagus with these? Well, no. No, not really. They give you a +5 to agility, which is crap. And when you equip them and you walk around in the overworld and in dungeons, you will gain 1 experience per step. Which I fail to see the point. You can level up just fine without using these. You're much better off equipping something else, like a Falcon Ring or a Meteorite Bracer. And you can level up just fine without it, because look at my levels, they're 99. It didn't take that much. I mean, once you get to the end of the game, they give you so much experience that it doesn't even matter. And then they give you items like Double Bubble. You don't fucking need elevating shoes, alright? So, don't even bother. 5 agility is crap. Total crap. I mean, considering that you can get agility rings much sooner, I would go with those before you have access to Falcon rings and Meteorite Bracers. So yeah, that accessory is crap. So if you like it, good for you, I guess, but I think it's crap. That's all for this episode. Oh, wait, actually, let me show off one more. Uno más. One more. Special medicine. I think we need 3 of them. I think. I have 3, so let's do it. Is this, yep, this is a mystery recipe. And what did we make? We made a Greater Panacea. What this does, I think it restores HP to full to the character, and I think it heals like a whole bunch of status ailments, like 3 or 4, or like the worst ones like Paralyze, Confuse, a bunch of stuff like that. Fully restores the HP of a single ally and cures a variety of status abnormalities. Great, you couldn't tell us what all those status abnormalities are? Come on, game designers. Make these descriptions a little bit better. Yeah, I think it's confused, sleep, paralysis, and dazzle, maybe? I don't know what the fourth one is. It's like 3 or 4. Not bad, actually. Pretty good. You don't need them most of the time. But pretty good, I guess. My problem with items like this is, you know, you don't have like an unlimited item pool. Like, you can't take items out of your bag mid-battle to be used. So I would probably use those, but you have limited inventory space. So do you really want to give up valuable inventory space for something like that? I would just prioritize equipping status-resisting equipment, like Cathcon rings, over using stuff like Greater Panaceas. But as far as medicine goes, Greater Panaceas are very good. And that's how you make 3 special medicines. Not too hard to make. So anyways, that's all for this episode of Dragon Quest VIII, and in the next episode I'm going to be showing off all the different abilities in the game for all the characters, all the different weapon skills, and all the stuff that I haven't shown yet. See you next time. Bye-bye.